It is football season, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for Friday Night Lights Thursday edition, and we should have a good week one matchup in store for you. Two teams that were successful last year, one making the section championship a year ago, another team looking for new aspirations with a new head coach. We are here in Pine River today. It is the Upsala-Swanville Patriots and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Welcome in, everyone, to the Station 371 pregame show on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Noah Caruso here with you, and we should have a fun one. It's glad to be back. Finally, football season. I've only been talking about it ever so much between the morning show and the final whistle, and we're finally here. And two teams that feel like they're in a different era. For Pine River-Backus, they have a new head coach. Tom DeMar is the long-tenured and very successful head coach for the Pine River-Backus, called it a career. It's now Nate Fisher, as he has coaching experience as he was an assistant the last couple of seasons, now taking over for the first time as the head coach of PRB. And for Upsala-Swanville, they made the section championship a year ago. They don't have a new coach. Jay Loven is in his 20th season as the Patriots head coach, and a great career on his end, but a lot of turnover with this roster. New pieces on defense, a tad undersized, but a lot of talent that they're bringing back on the defensive end as well. But it'll be a brand new quarterback running back duo for this team from a season ago. So a lot of question marks for these two teams, but should make for a fun matchup here in Pine River. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to take a deeper look into these two squads, as well as get coaches' interviews later on. We are listening to the Station 371 pregame show. You're listening to high school football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done.
Welcome back into the Station 371 pregame show here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. And our pregame is presented by Station 371. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. And we should have a good one here. Week one of high school football is finally here, and it's between the Upsala-Swanville Patriots and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And before the break, we talked about Upsala-Swanville. They have an experienced head coach, Jay Loven, in his 20th season as the head coach of the Patriots, and had great success throughout his career, including making it to the section championship a year ago, where they lost a slim 7-6 loss to Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg. But this is a team that has a lot of turnover. Without many of the starters that made this team so dominant this year, a lot of new offensive pieces, and that includes Frankie Meager and senior Carter Natvik. Sophomore quarterback Frankie Meager will be taking over for quarterback Max Lange, who was sensational a year ago, and the experience of Tyson Leaners, the star running back from a year ago, is being replaced by Carter Natvik. But you're going to hear from the head coach, Joe, excuse me, you're going to hear from the head coach, Joe Loven, later on, but he talked about how they have a system that trickles all the way down to youth football. So this is a team that is experienced with the playbook, even without the sole purpose of playing that varsity experience. But they have some defensive players, ladies and gentlemen. On that front, keep an eye on number 66, Brandon Mugg, the 285-pound, 6-foot junior. He was a force to be reckoned with a season ago, clogs holes well, and can even supply a pass rush. So it's going to be key for the Pine River-Backus offensive line, who has some new players in that front this year, to keep an eye on him. But it's the linebackers to keep an eye on. For USA, they're most likely going to run in that 3-5 formation with 5 linebackers in that mix, including Carter Natvig, Eden Warga, Frankie Meager, who did play a season ago, and Caden Beastman. Great experience in that linebacker position as well. So it is one of those things where you got to keep an eye on the defensive side prowess, and for a team that is physical, they are able to do things that way. But we are going to take a quick break here, as we are broadcasting on YourLiveEvent.com and Skeeter 101.5. You're listening to the Station 371 pregame show. Back in just a moment.
Celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371.
See Wide's Major Appliance on Oak Street in Brainerd.
Station 371 in Pine River is your locally owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and baits. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with baits, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions. Quality supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics.
Welcome back to the Station 371 pregame show here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. We are here as we are covering the Upsala-Swanville Patriots taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And for Pine River-Backus, last year was a successful year for them, going 7-3, but losing in the second round of the section playoffs to Otter Tail Central. But this is a team that's going to look a little bit different on the sidelines. Nate Fisher is taking over for Tom DeMars this season. But Tom DeMars is experienced at the coaching level. Served as DeMars' assistant for the past 3 seasons. And he has experience coaching at Staples Motley for 3 years, as well as coaching 2 years at Carleton High School near the Duluth area. And he got to start all the way back in 2014 at St. Scholastica. So this is a coach that has pedigree, has a little bit of experience, but with a roster that's going to have a little bit of turnover this year. Pine River-Backus losing 5 players that were all Northwest-South District team a season ago, including Corbin Knapp, Urban Tulinchik, Ryan Struess, Chance Abraham, and Trey Tuchtenhagen. Ethan Lodge, Connor King, and Eli Abraham were also honorable mentions as well. So when we were able to check them out in their scrimmage against, or when they were in Pillager for their scrimmage, they did some things well. Now, the big component is going to be their offensive line. Of course, when they lose guys like Corbin Knapp, one of the best offensive linemen that they've had in this program, it's going to be a makeshift. But this is a Pine River-Backus team that's still going to be physical on the offensive side. But the defense is what we have to keep an eye on here for today, ladies and gentlemen. The defense did not skip a beat. And you're looking at some of the key defensive players that we're going to keep an eye on today. I mean, you look at players like Chance Abraham, who is going to be playing that linebacker position. He is the senior. He's also their quarterback this year as well. And he's going to bring that senior leadership for a Pine River-Backus team that does bring back a lot of talent. I mean, you look at Chance Abraham, Eli Abraham, who's going to be playing the linebacker position as well. That duo is going to be key. But looking at the defensive line, we're going to keep an eye on senior defensive lineman Austin DeGroat. As Austin DeGroat is able to create some havoc and is able to get some power on some of these players. So he's going to be expected to be that player to, get a push in the offensive line, clog holes, fill gaps. And for Pine River-Backus, that still has these aspirations to go far in the section tournament, and they've been able to do that in past years. I mean, Dom DeMars has done a fantastic job with this program, of course, building them back up from even a few years ago when they didn't have a program at all. Now to get to this point, Pine River-Backus, despite the question marks, still look forward to having a great season here. We should see a good one between two good defenses. Could be a low-scoring affair, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. But we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from our coaches. Back in just a moment on the Station 371 pregame show on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Welcome back to the Station 371 pre-game show here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Noah Caruso back with you. Apologies for the technical difficulties before, but we are ready to go. We got week 1 of high school football on the docks between the Upsala-Swanville Patriots and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And before I went to the break, I just want to rehash what I said. For the people that may have missed it on our radio listening crew, for these two teams, it's going to be all about the defense and some inexperience on the offensive side for Upsala-Swanville, bringing in a new running back quarterback duo, but keeping an eye on their athleticism, as you're going to hear from Joe Loven. He was very confident with his ability. Carter Navig, the starting running back for Upsala-Swanville, the senior, standing at 5'10", 180 pounds, and sophomore quarterback Frankie Mager. He is going to be the starter. He played last year on defense, but now taking the reins at quarterback this season. And for Pine River-Backus, out is Irvin Tulinchik, in is Chance Abraham playing quarterback. Their coach under first-year head coach Nate Fisher has experience at a lot of levels. He was the assistant to DeMars the last few seasons before, and prior to that, coaching at Staples Motley and Carleton. And for this one, we are about 12 minutes away from kickoff. So we are going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we're going to hear from our coaches. First, we're going to hear from Jay Loven, head coach of the Upsala-Swanville Patriots. Back in just a moment. You're listening to the Station 371 pregame show on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding
Welcome back to the Station 371 pregame show. We are here in Pine River, week 1 of high school football between the Upsala-Swanville Patriots and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Jay Loven, head coach of the Patriots, joining us. And, first and foremost, coach, I know this is year 20 for you, and big congratulations on the milestone. Does week 1 get any easier 2 decades in?
Not really. I was just telling the kids, I said, this is my 20th year as head coach and my 31st year overall coaching, and I said, I'm as nervous today as I was the first day, and if you lose that, maybe it's time to step away. So, no, we focused the same way year 20 as we did in the beginning.
Coach, and this is a team last year that made it to the section championship a year ago. You're seeing a lot of different players come in. How has the team been able to really, step up in a big way to, fill up and get ready for game 1 here?
Well, fortunately for us, we have a program system-wide. We run the same stuff from junior high on. So these kids, although it's a different level, we've explained to them this is a little different than JV. They've run the same plays. So we're pretty confident our kids know what's going on. It's just a matter of executing.
And, Coach, you have a physical defense. You got a lot of linebackers, a lot of experience at that position as well. How important are they going to be to step on and be the leaders for this defense?
Well, it's very important, especially in our defense. We run a 3-3 stack defense. You have 5 linebackers. This year we're not so big, so we got to use our athleticism and quickness. The linebackers are going to be key.
side, Coach. You have a new backfield, new quarterback, new running back. What are some of the things that have been promising that's going to give you confidence for today's game?
Well, there again, the kids played at lower levels and were successful. And our quarterback actually started last year as a freshman, so it's not like he's coming in completely green, but it's a whole different situation when he's having to make the calls on offense, too. We even seen it in the scrimmage last week that he's doing a lot of stuff in the process. So there's going to be growing pains. We understand that, but we just hope our kids can overcome it.
Well, Coach, and of course the big question is, what are going to be the big keys in your eyes to get a victory today?
Well, mistakes and turnovers. There again, you talk about how long I've been coaching. 31 years, I've said that the very first game, turnovers and mistakes are key in the first game because you don't know a lot about each other. You get a little bit of film. So, yeah, if you can hold on to the ball, that's going to be real key.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for taking the time. Good luck out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jay Loven, head coach of the USA Patriots, back in just a moment on the Station 371 pregame show. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
This year,
Simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
for major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wides across from Lakes Ferdinand on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Welcome back to the Station 371 pregame show. We are here in Pine River for Week 1 between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Upsala-Swanville Patriots. We are joined by Nate Fisher, first-year head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And first and foremost, Coach, thank you for taking the time to join us on a game day.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Noel.
And, Nate, we've talked in the past, talk about practice and everything. Well, that's, it's game time now. How excited are you and the guys to be playing, a football game today that counts for you guys?
I'd be lying if I didn't say that, we're pretty pumped here. All the coaches, all the players. I think everyone's excited to put on the pads, put on the game jerseys, and play underneath the lights tonight. So.
And, Coach, this will be your first time out as the head coach of the squad. And talk about just the message that you're going to bring to this team in terms of, what you want to do and just to go out there and get a victory today.
Yeah, I think the message doesn't change a whole lot. The message that we started camp with was we're going to play fast, we're going to play physical, and I think that message just carries over in each and every game that we play. And so I'm really looking forward to our guys coming out, setting the tone early, and really showing that we're, we may have lost a lot of seniors, but we still have a ton of talent. So really looking for our guys to get out to a fast start and kind of match the physicality that I know Upsala is going to bring.
And you talk about that physicality, Ben. This is a good segue into my next question. Defensively, I had the chance to watch you guys at your scrimmage, and the defense is flying all over the place, being physical. Talk about how that unit was able to build off of that scrimmage and carry over into today's game.
Well, I think, I talked about it at the scrimmage too, but our two middle linebackers, Chance and Eli Abraham, are just, they set the tone from the very first snap. Both of those two are not afraid to stick their nose in and be physical at the point of attack. They play sideline to sideline. And so, defensively, really look for those two to be our leader and really set the tone early on in the game.
And Coach, I know that there's a lot of changes on the offensive side of the ball, and you mentioned that this is a physical Upsala-Swanville defense. They're going to throw a bunch of different looks at you. What are some things that you're prepared for them, and some things that you want to do offensively?
I think the biggest thing is controlling the line of scrimmage. Their nose guard is a stud. He's a junior this year. Was able to watch him last year in the section title game against KMS and came away really impressed. And he was only a sophomore, and he really does a great job of clogging up the middle. And so really controlling the line of scrimmage and controlling him at the point of attack is going to be important for us. Obviously we want to get off to a strong start running the ball and hopefully kind of dictate the flow of the game early on.
And, Coach, what are some of the biggest things that you're going to be keeping an eye on, the little things that people may not notice that's going to be key for you guys to getting a win today against Upsala-Swanville?
Well, I think, taking care of the football, making sure that we reduce our penalties are going to be two kind of the big things that I'll be keeping an eye on throughout the game. But on a first game like this, with the weather the way it has been all of August, nice and cool up here, and now we're going to get some heat. The big thing is keeping an eye on players, making sure everybody's fresh, making sure that we're not running guys into the ground, making sure that we're getting water breaks, taking timeouts at when we need it. So just kind of those little things that kind of go into a first week game.
Well, Coach, we are excited for it. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Best of luck today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Noel.
Nate Fisher, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, joining us on the Station 371 pregame show. We'll continue with your coverage in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and simulcasting on yourliveevent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating, LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Welcome back into the Station 371 pregame show here in Pine River. Week 1 of high school football between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Upsala-Swanville Patriots. Noah Caruso joining you as we are about ready to get things rolling. They're about to do the national anthem as we are about a minute away from kickoff. Remember to make sure to tune in after the game for our award winners, including our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, our big deal of the game, and our Pine River Family Market star of the game. Last time these two teams met was back in 2013. It was in the Section 6A semifinals. Upsala-Swanville got the best of Pine River-Backus 35-20. Jay Loven was the coach back at that point, and they were a game away from making it to the state tournament a season ago. And for a Pine River-Backus team that finished 7-3, losing in the second round of the section tournament, a lot of question marks between both teams, but both could be answered here tonight. Expecting a hard, physical game here today, and we are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have opening kickoff here in Pine River. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at hannikininsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget moonlight bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wides across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
We are almost ready for kickoff between the Upsala-Swanville Patriots and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Noah Caruso here with you as we are getting ready to kick off this high school football season. Pine River-Backus will receive. Upsala-Swanville won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Back there is going to be Chance and Eli Hammond to return. And the high school football season is back, in a squib kick at the 40 as that's going to get out of bounds, and a penalty to start off the game. As that'll be a squib kick going out of bounds near the 35-yard line. So here come the Tigers offense. Out is Irvin Tulinchik. In is Chance Abraham, the senior, number 20, playing quarterback today. Here is your offensive starters here for today. At fullback, it's going to be number 32, Eli Abraham. At wide receiver, number 12, Owen Dable. Also at wide receiver, number 21, Adrian Schrupp. At running back, number 25, Brady Rule. At tight end, number 40, Nevada Ellenfelt. And the offensive line is number 56, Carson Crawford. Austin DeGroat, number 64. Gabe Deers, number 74, number 71, Cole Oberfeld, and 77, Dalton Myers. And here we go with the Tigers, their first offensive snap of the season. Pistol formation for the Tigers, two wide receivers out right. Looks like a 3-5 defense to start off, and they're going to hand off. This is going to be to Rule, and not much going on there. Met at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like he lost 2 yards on the play, so it's going to be second down and 12. That ball is spotted now at the 33-yard line. And for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, they have a lot to work with in the middle, keeping an eye on Brandon Mugg. After the 2-yard loss, here's second down. Chance Abraham looking to throw. He's going to go deep down the right sideline, and tackle down is Elvenfelt. And incomplete. Coaches wanted a pass interference call, as that was intended on the right sideline for the tight end, Nevada Ellenfelt.
3rd and 12 for the Tigers.
Great coverage that time by Jack Primus. Cornerback position, standing at 6'2", 170 pounds. Here is the Patriots defense at nose guard. Number 66, Brandon Mugg. Keep an eye on him. At defensive end, Peyton Garrids, the defensive end. On the other defensive end, E.J. Lendowski. At the linebackers, we have number 27, Carter Natvig. Linebacker number 2, Aiden Warga. Number 12, Frankie Meager. We'll give it down in a second here, but it's 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw on the right side. Intercepted. And he's going down the sideline. He's passed to the 20, to the 10, and tackled. And did he get there? He did not. Tackled inside the 5. Intercepted by Jack Primus. He made the deflection earlier when covering Ellenfelt, and he just got the interception. As that is the first turnover of the ball game. Returns that to the 2-yard line. So the Patriots of Upsala-Swanville are in business. And it's going to be a new backfield for Upsala-Swanville. Of course, at running back number 27, Carter Navig, we talked about him, and at quarterback number 12, Frankie Mager. But they're going to be set up well here. Chance Abraham with the interception. He's now 0 for 2 passing today, and it's 1st and goal for Upsala-Swanville. Ball at the 1-yard line. I formation. Could see a QB sneak here. It's going to be Mager under center, and he is going to keep it himself, and did he get there? It's going to be close, and he got tackled for a loss. Did not get there. Lost a chunk on that play. Great push by the Pine River-Backus defensive line that time. And it seemed that Mager, he was trying to bounce outside a little bit, potentially off tackle, but Chance Abraham talked about him, how he was going to be a factor defensively, making the tackle. That's going to be a loss of 1. They're going to mark it. So it's second down and goal for Upsala-Swanville. Second down and goal, still in the I formation. It's going to hand it off to, and it's going to be a fumble. Fumble on the handoff as they're trying to get it to Nadvig, and who's got it? Mad scram for the football. And we wait for it, and then Patriots recovered, nearly avoiding disaster as they almost gave the ball right back. We talked about it for Upsala-Swanville, and now Jay Loven going to call a timeout as they avoid the turnover, but the Pine River-Backus defense looking for a stand. We'll take a break with them back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Welcome back to the action off the Upsala-Swanville timeout. They got the interception as that was intercepted. Chance Abraham turning the ball over as that was down at the 1-yard line. This was set up by Jack Primus, but now it's third and goal after a couple of big stands by the Tigers. Under center again, they're going to hand out to Netvig, looking to make a push, and he's in. Touchdown, Upsala-Swanville. He nearly fumbled it. Well, he did fumble, but almost got the turnover. It was Pine River-Backus. But off the timeout, Upsala-Swanville scores. A 2-yard touchdown run for Upsala-Swanville. And for Netvig, we talked about how the inexperience in that backfield almost came back to bite them, but now they're going for the 2-point conversion as the Patriots lead 6-0. Single back formation under center is Meager. And he's going to toss it out. This is going to be a throw. Primus to the end zone, and it is caught on the right side on the rollout. So 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion, good.
And it's now 8-0. Upsala-Swanville right out of the gate. They get the interception. They convert with 8 points. 8-0 Upsala-Swanville leads. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to high school football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Welcome back to the action. You're listening to high school football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. 8-0. Upsala-Swanville leads over Pine River-Backus. Primus got the interception, returned it inside the 5. And after a tackle for a loss and a near fumble, it ended up being a touchdown for Carter Nadvig. And now the kick is, this time it's a high soaring kick, and that is going to get to the back of the end zone for a touchback. After first kick was out of bounds for the penalty, now starting to feel it with the leg, but here come the Tigers looking to pounce. -2 yards of offense so far. Brady Rule was tackled for a loss and a couple of pass plays, and Chance Abraham filling in for Irvin Tulinchik, who graduated last year. It was all subsection for Pine River-Backus, so a lot of change here for this Tigers offense, and it was going to be a huge question mark for Nate Fisher and his squad, but now they reset. It's going to be a pistol formation again, 2 wide receivers out to the left. And that's going to be a keeper by Abraham going up the middle as he breaks loose and getting tackled out at the 25-yard line. And they're going to mark it a gain of 6 on the play, so a 6-yard run by Chance Abraham. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. And for Chance Abraham, looking to bounce back after the interception. But for Chance Abraham, great athlete, has that ability to run as well. So, kind of would expect to change some things up. But here we go in the shotgun, one running back right. Now he's going to burst out off tackle to the left, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. Loss of 1 on the play for Chance Abraham on the QB keeper. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. So Chance Abraham, after getting 6, losing 1 on the play. So a big 3rd down here. Tigers 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Here so far in the ballgame, that 3rd down resulting in an interception. We knew that Upsala-Swanville's defense was going to be ready to play, but getting the early turnover as they lead this ballgame 8-0. 9:11 left to go in quarter number 1 as the Tigers come out. Looks like they're going to do 2 wide receivers out to the left. Pistol formation. Chance Abraham back there with Eli Abraham and Rule. And they're going to hand it off to Rule on the left side. He's tackled for a loss again. And guess who? Brandon Mugg blowing by him for the tackle. Losing 2 on that one, and it's 4th down. Not the start that the Tigers wanted. We talked about it with Brandon Mugg, his ability to just explode off the line. He's got good quickness for his size at 285 pounds. Able to wreak havoc there. Now some miscommunication here on the punt as Chance Abraham is going to line up for the punt. But a timeout by Pine River-Backus as they reset. And we're going to reset as well. 8-0 Upsala-Swanville leads. 8:34 left to go in quarter number 1. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back. Noah Caruso here with you in Pine River off the timeout by Pine River-Backus. It is 4th down, and they are going to punt at the 24-yard line of Pine River-Backus. 8-0 Upsala-Swanville leads with 8:34 left to go in quarter number 1. Chance Abraham is going to be the one to punt. Good snap. It's a short one, high in the air, but that is short. That's going to bounce. Friendly Upsala-Swanville bounce past the 30, and it's going to be downed at the 28-yard line of Pine River-Backus. So not a good punt by Abraham, and now Upsala-Swanville will set up in great field position. They got the touchdown off an interception by Primus, took it down to the 2-yard line, and Navig was able to finish the job with a touchdown run, and they get the ball back, leading 8-0. 8:25 left to go in quarter number 1. And they're going to set up shop at the 28-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Upsala-Swanville. 5-man front for Pine River-Backus. I formation. It's going to be a fake. Maytag is going to throw deep, and he's got a man open. He's got him. Touchdown! Upsala-Swanville striking quick again. Jack Primus having one heck of a game. The 28-yard touchdown pass, and Upsala-Swanville up 14-0 in the early going. And boy, Frankie Mager looking good in the early going, and he read that right away. He saw the one-on-one coverage, and Primus was just able to make things happen. And Jack Primus, a returning starter from a year ago, the 6'2 sophomore, as he catches the 28-yard touchdown pass as Upsala-Swanville goes for 2. Under center is Mager, and it's going to be a pitch out. This is going to be Primus again. He's going to think about throwing, and now he's going to get tackled. And excuse me on that one, that is Brody Kirscher with the carry, but nonetheless, he did not get the 2-point conversion, and it's 14-0 with 8:19 left to go as Upsala-Swanville leads here in this one. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun.
It only took one play. Upsala-Swanville with the 28-yard touchdown pass from Frankie Mager to Jack Primus. Primus with an interception and a touchdown. 14-0 after the failed two-point conversion. Upsala-Swanville leads with 8:19 left to go here in quarter number 1. And now the Tigers will get the ball back, and that's a high booming kick. It's going to be returned by Abraham at the 5-yard line. Going to the right side, now cutting back up the middle. He's to the 25, pushing to the 30. He might have an opening. He's to the 40. He could be gone. Looking for a burst. He is gone. 40, 30, daylight. He's gone. Touchdown, Pine River-Backus. What a response. Brady Rule going 95 yards to the crib, and the Tigers are right back in this one. And boy, Brady Rule, we know he can do it in the backfield. We saw so many big plays from him a season ago, running it and even in the return game, punting. And this time, a 95-yard touchdown off the kickoff for Brady Rule. What a way to get back into the ball game. And now the crowd, who was just quiet moments ago, now all of a sudden back in it. Everyone here, even the coaches to my right, are starting to feel that they're back in this ball game. It's now 14-6. With 8:03 left to go in quarter number 1. I said it could be a low-scoring affair, but I could be wrong. I haven't been in the past. Both teams could be trading here. They're going to set up for the two-point conversion. Pistol formation here. Abraham's going to go up the middle, keep it himself, and he is in with a late push from his offensive line. Tucked and in. The two-point conversion is good. Brady Rule with a 95-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. 14-8. Upsala-Swanville leads. 8:03 left to go in quarter number 1. We're going to collect our breath. Back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Bowling League at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Oak Street in Brainerd.
Welcome back to the action. Pine River-Backus all of a sudden back in it. A 95-yard kickoff return touchdown for Brady Rule gets the Tigers back in this ball game. It is 14-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 8:03 left to go in quarter number 1. As the Tigers are set to kick off, so far a drive recap for Upsala-Swanville, and their 2 drives that have resulted in touchdowns. 3 plays is all it took. Finished by a 2-yard touchdown run by Natvig, and then Frankie Meager with a 28-yard touchdown pass to Jack Primus on 1 play. It's only 4 plays and 14 points for Upsala-Swanville, but boy, that play really got the crowd back into this ball game, as it seemed could get out of hand early. But here's the kick, and it's going to be a little dribbler. It's going to get to the 30, and someone's got to pick it up, and ever so close. A Tiger almost getting it, as that's going to be down at the 32, 33-yard line, and that's where Upsala-Swanville will set up on their side of the field. And we do have a score update over on 3WI AM 1270 at halftime. Osakis on top of Pillager, 30-8. Osakis entering this season as they made the state tournament a season ago, looking to get back there. So now potentially new life for Pine River-Backus, 14-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 8:03 left to go in quarter number 1. As the Patriots of Upsala-Swanville get set, 2 wide receivers outright. I formation for the Patriots. Maytag under center. And he's going to hand it off to Nevig, and met there for a loss up the middle. Getting there right away. Austin DeGroat, we talked about his physicality. Getting the tackle for loss. A loss of 4 on the run. That ball is now spotted.
3-yard loss on the play. Second 13.
At the 34-yard line. And for DeGroat, his first tackle, and that's a big one. He met him right away. It seemed untouched on that one, so maybe miscommunication on the offensive line. But Nadvig, that's going to be a loss of 3 officially. So it's going to be second down and 13, and they jumped. So they're going to get some yardage back. First penalty for Pine River-Backus. That's going to be an offside encroachment penalty on Pine River-Backus.
Referee signals offside against the Tigers. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So 5-yard penalty, so they'll get back past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second down and 8.
For the Patriots.
First penalty for Pine River-Backus. So here we go. Second and 8. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. They're going to hand off to Nadvig again. Off tackle on the left side. He's got an opening. Breaks tackle to the 40. He's down the sideline to the 50, to the 40, 35. Cuts inside to the middle. There is a flag on the play, so we'll await the call. But he's tackled at the 9-yard line. Carter Nadvig with a burst of speed. Made a man miss on the middle. And a good run by Carter Nadvig. But what is the flag? That was thrown at about the 37-yard line. Could be a block in the back potentially. Nate Fisher saying it is on Upsala-Swanville. So a big, and that is a block in the back, so that is going to go right back. So negate that big play. What would have been a 61-yard run. Now going all the way back. But for Carter Nadvig, I mean, he's got to feel good about that run as they saw the hole well, and they did well off tackle. As they found that hole, Nadvig reading it well. So it's going to be spotted where the penalty was thrown. So here we go. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line of Pine River-Backus. First down and 10 for the Patriots. 2 wide receivers out right. They take under center. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Nadvig, and nothing going on there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nevada Evenfelt with the tackle that time. It's going to be second down. Looks like it's a loss of 1. They officially mark it. So second down and 11. As that ball is going to be spotted still at the 47-yard line. So loss of about half a yard. But we're seeing the front 7 for Pine River-Backus blowing up plays on the run. I formation again. Maytag going to hand it off, and he's going to look to throw on the keeper, and he might have a hole to the 50. He's open down the sideline past the 40, trying to gain to the 35, but he's tackled at the 37-yard line. Cole Oberfell with the tackle that time as Frankie Mager getting the 9-yard gain on the play.
Third and 1 for the Patriots.
As Meager, that's his first carry of the ball game. So third down and 1. Third down and 1 under center, Meager. And they're going to hand off in the middle, fullback, and looking for that 1 yard, and looks like they may have got it. So that handoff was to Caden Beastman with his first carry, and he is going to get enough for the first down. That's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line, gain of 1, so first down for Upsala-Swanville. Beastman with his first carry of the ball game. First down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line of Pine River-Backus. In the middle of the field, I formation, 2 wide receivers out right for the Patriots. Play action, Mager looking to throw, pump fakes, now sees an open, he's going to take it himself up the middle. He's got a hole to the 30, going down the sideline to the 25, booming through a player as he's tackled close to about the 23-yard line. Brody Moggan with the tackle. That's going to be a first down for Upsala-Swanville. So now Mager getting involved with his legs. It's going to be a 13-yard run for Mager. So it's first down and 10. Ball's going to be placed at the 24-yard line. 2 wide receivers out right. Under center, Mager. Back there, the lone running back is Nadvig. On the left hash. And Mager's going to look to throw, dropping back. He's going to take a shot deep again to Primus. He's got him again. Touchdown! Upsala-Swanville. Jack Primus going down the seam again, just going deep for the 24-yard touchdown strike. And it's 20-8 Upsala-Swanville. Boy, the secondary for Pine River-Backus going on that Man coverage. Primus beating him twice, and Mager just rolling out to his right, sees it there again. Dang near identical play from the 28-yard touchdown pass. Mager's now 2 for 2. And 2 touchdowns for Primus catching the ball. He has an interception as well. 2-point conversion attempt here. And that's Primus in motion to the right. They're going to hand it off up the middle and close to the goal line. Did he get it? Did not. As Warga got the handoff that time, but no good on the 2-point conversion. But Upsala-Swanville striking that time 20-8 off the 24-yard touchdown connection to Mager and Primus. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process...
Welcome back. High school football coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. A 5-play 65-yard drive for Upsala-Swanville results in a touchdown pass to Meager to Primus, and the kickoff is a low dribbler. Brady Rule, who has the kickoff return for the touchdown earlier, is going to field it. He's got an opening past the 30, and he's going to be met by a load of Patriots as he's tackled just short of the 30-yard line to the 27, and that is where Pine River-Backus is going to set up. 5-play drive for Upsala-Swanville, a 24-yard touchdown pass from Meager to Primus again. 52 yards passing for Mager. He's 2 for 2 and 2 touchdowns. Primus has those 2 catches. Also has an interception that set up the Patriots' first touchdown. For Pine River-Backus, it's been 3 and out in their first 2 offensive possessions. 4:29 left to go in quarter number 1. 20-8, Patriots lead. Shotgun for Abraham, and he's going to take a QB keeper up the middle. And not much going on there. Able to get a short gain as he's tackled just short of the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. So Chance Abraham making it 2nd and 5. For Chance Abraham, they've had some success in the early going with the QB keeper. He's got 10 yards rushing on 3 attempts. Does have an interception throwing the football. He is 0 for 2 passing. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 34-yard line. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers out left. Abraham rolling out to his left, looking to get a block off tackle. He finds a hole. He's to the 40, cutting up field past the 50, and he's tackled at the 49. Chance Abraham doing it again at the QB position. And a first down for Pine River-Backus. That's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. A 16-yard run for Chance Abraham on that attempt. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. 3 wide receivers out to the left. Abraham in the shotgun. He's going to throw a screen play to Rule, and he dropped it. That could be a fumble, and it's a live ball they're calling, and that's a turnover. Brady Rule, the intended receiver, the screen to the left, and that was they are going to mark it as incomplete, a forward pass. That was close. Brady Rule dropping it, but Tigers avoiding disaster again. They already have 1 turnover in this ball game. So we'll reset again. 2nd down. Ball at the 49.5-yard line. Marked right on the 50. As now coming into the ball game for Pine River-Backus, Brady Mongan. So could see another 3 wide receiver set here again. So Tigers come back up to the line. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete screen. 3 wide receivers out to the left. 1 out right. It's going to be handoff up the middle to Brady Rule. Past the 50. He's going to try and get to the 43-yard line. That is where he's going to get tackled. So gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 7.
3-yard gain on the play.
Brady Rule with his first positive run of the ball game. Brady Rule with the 95-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. Has the lone points on the board for PRB, 20-8. Upsala-Swanville leads, 2:49 left to go in quarter number one. Ball on the 47-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation for Abraham. He's going to look to throw. Swing it out to the left side and tipped around and almost intercepted again there on the coverage that time. As Brady Rule was the intended receiver again. But that time almost intercepted.
4th and 7 for the Tigers.
It's 4th down and 7. That was Layden Warga almost coming up with the outside linebacker position. Tipped around a little bit as had to leap up for and almost made a juggling catch. Another couple score updates here. And North Branch Pequot Lakes leads 14-6 after 1 quarter of play. Aiken on top 14-0 over Chisholm on KKI and FM Real Country 94.3. 4th down and 7, and they are going to go for it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Abraham in shotgun. He's going to look to throw again, and a pass rush there, and that is nothing going on there. And there to break things up, number 27, Carter Natvig. Boy, he's been all over the place tonight. As that blitz just overwhelmed the Pine River-Backus offensive line. And with 2:34 left to go in quarter number one, Upsala-Swanville with the ball back on top 20-8. As they are going to get possession at the 47-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. So again, solid field position to start off for the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on Meager as he has 2 touchdown passes in this one. He's 2 for 2 throwing the ball. Frankie Meager, the sophomore, having quite the debut so far. 2 wide receivers out right in this formation. It is a shotgun formation this time. Natvig to Meager's right and a whistle. And we have a timeout by Upsala-Swanville using their second timeout here in the first quarter. We'll take one with them. 20-8 Upsala-Swanville leads. 2:34 left to go here in quarter number one. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science.
Welcome back off the Upsala-Swanville timeout. They only have 1 remaining here. We're still in the first quarter. Ball's spotted at the 48-yard line of Upsala-Swanville, 20-8. Patriots on top with 2:34 left to go here in quarter number one. After the turnover on downs, after a positive start on the drive as Chance Abraham, a 16-yard run to set him up at midfield, but now shotgun formation for Meager for the Patriots. He's looking to throw, looking to go deep again. He's got Primus open again, but overshot him as he was running down the right sideline, but arid throw that time, so incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10. Boy, Primus on that far sideline, he has just been finding ways to get open. Good speed by Primus. He has an interception and 2 touchdowns here in the ball game. It's that corner matchup on that far side. Adrian Schrupp struggling over there on the far side, but here we go, 2nd down and 10, and it's going to be a flip over to Primus that time, and that's going to be tackled. As I say, Warga, on the carry, and Chance Abraham there again with another tackle. Only a gain of 1 on the play, so 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Patriots.
Short gain on the play. 3rd and 9 for the Patriots.
Warga hasn't been very effective running the football in the early stages. Shotgun formation again. Natvig to the left of Meager, and he's going to look to throw again. Clean pocket, throws it down the middle. Primus threw his hands and intercepted. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. And that's going to be tackled at the 47-yard line. Intercepted by Adrian Schrupp, making up that time as he got beat a couple of times by Primus, and Primus was open but threw his hands, and it's an interception for Adrian Schrupp, his first of the ball game, and the first turnover for Upsala-Swanville. And a solid return on the interception as well. So let's see if Pine River-Backus can get something going. 47-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. So good field position to start off for Pine River-Backus. On the middle hash, it's going to be a shotgun formation for Chance Abraham. Brady Rule to his right. Going to be a low snap. Chance Abraham's going to keep it himself, trying to go off tackle on the right side, but not much going on there. Warga, one of the players there on the tackle, as well as Peyton Garrett's gain of 1 for Chance Abraham. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Pine River-Backus. Up to 27 yards rushing for Chance Abraham. What's coming into the ball game is Brody Mongan. So we could see a trips right formation here. 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation, the 12 personnel. Flip it over to Rule on the right side, and that was a mishandled pitch, and Brady Rule trying to make something happen on the right side as he cuts up field, but tackled at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained half a yard as we're under a minute here in quarter number 1. And they did give him officially a gain of 1. So it's on the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up. We've got a whistle. And players got to come out here. That's number 80, Logan Tomensky, coming out, and back in Scott Scoville, running back for Pine River-Backus, now seeing playing time. The clock's going to continue to run. 40 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. 3rd down and 8. Pine River 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions so far in the ball game. 20-8 Upsala-Swanville leads. We'll see if Pine River-Backus runs a play here at the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation, trips left for PRB. Chance Abraham in the shotgun, and he's going to do a QB keeper on the left side, trying to bounce off tackle, but penetration that time by the front 7, and going to get tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained 1 on the play, so it's 4th down. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 7 on the play, and now a stoppage of the clock here. And looks like we've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here with just 7.6 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Looks like they're going to add 9.5 on the clock. As we're going to get a timeout here by Pine River-Backus. They got 1 remaining here in the half. For Pine River-Backus, we'll see what they decide to do here on 4th down. Chance Abraham. They give him the gain of 1, up to 28 yards rushing on 6 carries. But for Pine River-Backus, 3rd and 4th down has been their downfall so far. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. We'll see what they decide to do here. They are on the 44-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. It's 4th down and 7. 20-8, Upsala-Swanville leads with 9.5 to go here in quarter number 1. And it appears they are going to go for it. Trips right in this formation. Chance Abraham in the shotgun. Brady Rule to his right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Throws down the middle and dropped. Pass intended for Nevada Ellenfelt, and it's incomplete at the 35-yard line. As that would have been good enough for a 1st down, but it's going to be another turnover on downs for Pine River-Backus. Now 0 for 2 on 4th down conversion. So Upsala-Swanville will take over at the 44-yard line of their own side. 20-8, Patriots lead with 5.7 to go here in quarter number 1. As the Patriots come up to the line, they've been effective throwing the football. An interception on the last drive for Mager. It's going to be a I formation. Mager looking to throw. 2-step drop, going to lob it up deep. He's got a man open. He's got it on the fade, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Brody Kersher this time getting involved in the pass game, and that is going to end quarter number 1, 20-8. Our score after 1 quarter of play, Upsala-Swanville leads. We're going to take a break. When we come back, quarter number 2 coming your way. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
When we realize there's more that unites us than divides us, look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Energy transition and essential to delivering the energy Minnesota relies on today and tomorrow. Learn more at enbridge.com.
Quarter number 2 coming up here, 20-8. Upsala-Swanville leads after a 39-yard completion from Mager to Kirscher. Ball's going to be at the 15-yard line for Upsala-Swanville. Here on first down to start quarter number 2. 20-8, Upsala-Swanville leads. It's going to be a handoff to Netvig on the left side. Bounces off tackle. He's got a lane. He is in. Touchdown. Upsala-Swanville. First play of quarter number 2. A 15-yard touchdown run for Carter Netvig, and he is starting to pick up some steam here for Upsala-Swanville. 26-8. Here to start the second quarter. For Netvig, now up to 13 rushing yards, and this one had a big play. Would have been down inside the 10-yard line, negated by a penalty, but gets the touchdown. His second of the ball game. And 11:54 left to go here in quarter number 2. Going for the 2-point conversion. Mager is in shotgun. He is there by himself as Netvig now backing up, and he's going to move to the right of Mager. Wide receiver in motion out left, and Mager is going to look to throw. Rolling to his right, throws end zone, and just past Primus on the right side. That's incomplete. So the conversion is no good. 26-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 11:54 left to go here in the first half. We're going to take a break. Back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Welcome back to the action. Back a little late on the kickoff that time by Upsala-Swanville, as that's going to be spotted and around the 30-yard line, but a 3-play drive there by Upsala-Swanville. They lead 26-8 with 11:51 left to go here in quarter number 2. A 15-yard touchdown run by Carter Netvig, his second touchdown of the ball game. Gives a big lead for Upsala-Swanville. A 57-yard drive, and there. He's going to look to throw. Erlenfeldt on the left side, caught at the 40. Now pushing his way to the 44-yard line, so pass is complete. As Chance Abraham with his first completion of the ball game. And now the Tigers looking to get something going offensively. For Nevada, Elvin Feldt, his first catch of the ball game at the tight end position. dropped a 4th down conversion earlier on in the ball game. First completion for Abraham. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right. Abraham looking to throw again. Pocket collapsing. Now throwing up deep on the left side. Elvenfeld was out of bounds. Was he pushed out of bounds? No. As that was great coverage. Again that time. This time by Brody Kirscher. Staying with him the entire way. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And for the Tigers, we had an idea that they were going to throw it a little bit more from what we saw in their scrimmage play again, or in Pillager. The offensive line getting blown up here in the early stages. 2nd down and 10. Abraham in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Rule inside, but tackle for a loss. Nothing going on there. He is tackled that time by Peyton Garretts. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. And this ball's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line, so 3rd and 13. Ball placed at the 41-yard line. For Brady Rule, it's been a struggle here in the early going for him, as that's his first carry here of the 2nd quarter. So he's out now at -1 rushing yards on 5 carries. So 3rd down and 13. Tigers have not really found a rhythm offensively yet, but here we go at 10:30 to go. Abraham looking to throw, rolling out to his right, throws it down the middle, through his hands again, and almost intercepted by Primus as he tipped that up in the air, but that falls incomplete. Kaminsky, with he's the intended receiver on the right side, but it is going to be 4th down and 13, and most likely the Tigers are going to punt, and they are. Chance Abraham back there to punt. Hunter Moore and Brody Kirscher back to return the punt. High snap. This time a better punt as that gets up in the air and deep. This is going to be Moore to return it at the 20-yard line. Now going out to the left side. Has a bit of an opening, cutting back in, but pushed and tackled that time to about the 37-yard line. So that is where Upsala-Swanville will set things up for on offense. They've been able to get these touchdowns on very short drives. Only took 3 plays on their last touchdown drive. It's a 54-yard drive on 3 plays for Upsala-Swanville. They lead 26-8 with 10:15 left to go here in the first half. So Chance Abraham had his first completion of the ball game. That was all that the Tigers were able to muster up. So 1st down and 10, ball on the 36-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. Shotgun formation for Mager. They're starting to sling it a lot more as they're getting more confidence, but they're going to hand it off inside this time. And he's got an opening down the sideline to the 50, to the 40, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds past the 30-yard line. Just to get about to the 35, maybe the 37. Owen Dable with the tackle that time as Warga getting the carry on that one. See where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. And now a timeout on the field. Referees will get things in order. A 24-yard run for Warga on that attempt. He's up to 25 rushing yards in this one. In the shotgun, handoff inside to Warga again, bouncing out off tackle to the left side. Now running the sideline. He's past the 30 as he's pushed out of bounds. Good enough for a 1st down. As he's going to be tackled close to the 25-yard line.
He's pushed out of bounds.
Gain of 8 on that one, so he's just short of a 1st down. Ball on the 28-yard line of Pine River-Backus. 2nd down and 2. Down to 10 minutes left to go and 10:02 left to go in half number 1. Shotgun for Mager. It's going to be a QB keeper up the middle. He's going to bounce off a tackle as I don't know if he's going to be close. I don't think he got the line to gain that time. Chance Abraham with another tackle. And they're going to mark it a gain of 1 on the play. Mager with the 1-yard run, so it brings up 3rd and 1 on the 26-yard line. So here we go. Could be a big chance here for Pine River-Backus to at least get him off the field. 3rd down and 1, 9:27 left to go. I formation, Mager under center. Warga is back there. It's going to be a fullback carry this time, and he may have gotten stuck, but he bounces outside.
This has been a local sports presentation on our...
Apologies for that, but we are back here with you. As, again, bouncing offside, it looked like it was a carry inside, but was able to bounce off a few players there. It's going to be down at the 15-yard line. First down now for Upsala-Swanville, and they go quick. They're going to hand it off up the middle again to Warga, but this time, nothing going on. Warga, it appears no gain on the loss of 1 on the play for Warga. Second down and 11. For Upsala-Swanville, the big plays for them have been the factor, but for Pine River-Backus' defensive line, they've been able to get there in many moments, especially when they're trying to run up the middle. But once they bounce outside, that is where they've had the lane. I formation this time, 2 wide receivers out left. They're going to hand it off. This is going to be Warga, and he cuts inside. He's inside the 10, tackled at the 7-yard line. Warga.
Tackled by Logan Tominski.
Tackled by Logan Tominski. On third down and 11, it's now going to be 4th down and 2. Or 3rd and 2, excuse me. So a 9-yard run. They're going to have to Warga again up the middle. Stuffed, but may have just gotten enough for a first down. We will see. And it is good for a first down. So gain of 2 for Warga. It's now first down and goal at the 3-yard line. Boy, now they're just starting to find that mix of offense. They were throwing it a lot in the first quarter, but now getting that power run going. That's what we expect, a lot of off tackle. It's now I formation. Under center, Meager. He's going to do another fullback carry up the middle this time, and he is in. Touchdown, Upsala-Swanville. Touchdown that time. Jonah Ehrman. Or no, Ripplinger, excuse me. No, Ripplinger, the freshman for Upsala-Swanville with the 3-yard touchdown run. And they're going to the 2-point conversion, 32-8 with 7:37 left to go here in quarter number 2.
Patriots will go for the 2-point conversion.
3-yard touchdown run up to 10 yards for Noah Ripplinger. So here we go with the 2-point conversion for Upsala-Swanville. They are 2 for 4 on these conversions tonight. I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Warga. Trying to get a late push up the middle, and I don't think he got it. He did not get it. So another failed 2-point conversion for Upsala-Swanville. So Pine River-Backus is taking their stand. But another touchdown drive for Upsala-Swanville, capped off the freshman Noah Ripplinger with the 3-yard touchdown run, 32-8 with 7:37 left to go here in half number 1. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Welcome back. Another touchdown drive for Upsala-Swanville. 32-8. Patriots lead with 7:37 left to go here in half number 1. Noah Ripplinger, a couple of carries on that drive. He's up to 10 rushing yards on 2 carries. Capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run. For Upsala-Swanville, they've got the big lead. Abraham and Rule back to return on the kickoff. And here's the kick, and that's going to be a slow roller. That's going to be fielded at about the 35-yard line and met right there. Tackled at the 36-yard line.
Scooped up by Scott Scoville.
Or, looks like tackled the 34-yard line, excuse me. First down and 10 for Pine River-Backus. And offensively, the biggest thing has been the front 7 for Upsala-Swanville. Has been doing their job, playing well in coverage, those linebackers even as well. And, of course, we talked about that man in the middle of Brandon Mugg, and he's been wreaking havoc. First down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a Cuber off the left side, outside, and he's tackled. Chance Abraham. Tackled again at about the 35-yard line, and now we got a whistle and a timeout. Kirscher with the tackle. Now we got a whistle and a timeout for an injury. And we're going to take a quick break. 32-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 7:22 left to go here in quarter number 2. Back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at hannikininsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Excavation project. Trupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Trupp Excavating LLC. Online at truppexcavating.com.
Off the injury timeout, Brody Kirscher, after making the tackle for no gain. Chance Abraham off the keeper. Seemed that he may have led with his head that time. Not going to speculate anything, but he is got up under his own power and is to the sideline. But second down and 10. Chance Abraham in shotgun looking to throw, and he's hit as he's thrown, and that's intercepted. Tackled right at the 45-yard line. And that it was hit as he was thrown. That may have thrown the pass off. Austin Klein, the sophomore, with the interception. Upsala-Swanville will set up shop again. Fourth turnover for Pine River-Backus. Chance Abraham with his second interception of the ball game. It's only one completion on 4 attempts. 2 of them interceptions. So at the 45-yard line, Upsala-Swanville will set up on their side. 32-8. Patriots lead with 7:06 left to go in quarter number 2. Now we got a whistle and a referee timeout. As they will check the ball here as they may be swapping it out, and that is exactly what they're doing. So here we go. Ball on the 45-yard line for Upsala-Swanville. Team that made the section championship game a year ago, and question marks on the offensive side. It seems that they may have been answered. Screen play out left. It's going to be caught. Now going out to the sideline, cutting in past the 50. Flag on the play. Might be coming back. For now, tackled at the 43-yard line. That was caught by number 24, Hunter Moore. We'll see what the flag is for. And it is holding on Upsala-Swanville, so it will come back. So negate the 14-yard reception by Moore. And they're going to back things up on the holding call. With 6:58 left to go in the first half, 32-8 Upsala-Swanville, all over the Tigers. For Pine River-Backus, their defense has been set up in some tough positions. The offense just has been able to get a rhythm going. It's going to be first down and 11. Ball on the 44-yard line. High formation. You're going to hand it off this time to their running back. He's going to bounce outside to the left, and he's down the sideline, breaking a tackle past the 30, close to the 25-yard line. Carter Netvig again. Carter Netvig has broken out some big runs here in the early going. 36-yard run for Carter Netvig. Now in the I formation again, 2 wide receivers out right. Mager under center. Now whistle and a flag. Player may have jumped, and it is going to be a false start. A little bit of a flinch by Upsala-Swanville, so they'll back it up again. 2 penalties on this drive for the Patriots. So it's going to be first down and 15. That ball is going to be placed at the 37-yard line. Now looking to throw it to the right side of the screen. Primus makes the catch. He's going to get an opening at the 30, to the 25, down to the sideline past the 20. Primus is going to catch the screen play on the right side. So he gets the reception as trying to get that yardage back and able to do a good job at that. That's going to be second down and 2. 13-yard reception by Primus, his third reception. On the looks like the 18-yard line for Upsala-Swanville. Nedvig up the middle as he spins out of a tackle, and he's going to be inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It's going to be a 10-yard run by Carter Nedvig. Ready to rule with the tackle. So it's first down and goal at the 8-yard line. Carter Nedvig starting to gain some strength here as the game comes along. I formation again. 2 wide receivers out right in the formation. Nedvig back there is Mager. Going to have a quick word with his running backs, and now he's under center. First down and goal from the 8-yard line. Pitch out on the left side to Nedvig, and he has an opening. Going to cut in, and looks like he's just short. Carter Nedvig couldn't quite bounce off a tackle, but now we got a whistle and a timeout. I believe that's Nedvig that is down this time.
Officials timeout on the field.
For now, it's a gain of 7 yards. But we're going to take an injury timeout. 32-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 5:55 to go left in the second quarter, and they are driving. Back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to
communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipeline.
like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com.
The Patriots off the injury timeout at the 1-yard line, and they're going to run it up the middle, and they are going to get it. Touchdown, Upsala-Swanville. A 1-yard run up the middle. Mager with the 1-yard touchdown run as he keeps it himself. As he is in for the touchdown, his first rushing touchdown of the ball game. And it's now 38-8. Carter Nedvig was taken out with an injury. Is Nedvig and Brody Kirsch are both dealing with some injuries here in the early going as we await to see if they'll see the field again. But again, Nedvig able to walk under his own power, but 38-8 as they go for the 2-point conversion. I formation again. Mager going to pitch it out to Warg on the left side. Going for the pylon, cuts in, the 2-point conversion rather, is good. And the 2-point conversion is good. 5:41 to go here in the second quarter, 40-8. Pine River-Backus trailing in this one. Is Upsala-Swanville. Big first half for their offense. We are going to take a break. Back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Welcome back to the action. Noah Caruso here with you in Pine River to kick off our high school football season. 40-8, Upsala-Swanville. Up big here in this one with 5:41 left to go in quarter number 2. It was Frankie Meager with a 1-yard touchdown run, a 2-point conversion good by Warga. And now the kickoff here for Upsala-Swanville, and deflected off the front row, and that is going to be recovered, and that is going to be Upsala-Swanville ball at the 50-yard line. Bounced off a Tiger, couldn't quite see who, but Upsala-Swanville back in business again. And you always got to be worrisome about that, but for the kicker here for Upsala-Swanville, he's mixed deep kicks as well as some squibs, and that time the front of Pine River-Backus not ready for it. So Upsala-Swanville will get possession again. Up by 32 points. 5:40 left to go in half number 1. And they're going to spot the ball at the 49-yard line of Pine River-Backus. As for Pine River-Backus, only touched the ball twice here in this quarter. I formation. Mager dropping back to throw. He's going to swing it out right to Warga on the screenplay. Now going out towards the sidelines. He's past the 40, tackled at the 41-yard line.
He's tackled out of bounds by Logan Tominski.
Logan Tominski with another tackle, as that is going to be just good enough for a first down. Gain of 10 on the run by Warga, who's now seeing the carries after Carter Netvig went down with an injury. So going quick, I formation for Upsala-Swanville. 2 wide receivers out to the right, and mishandled the handoff there. And now it's going to be a keeper, but not going well that time, as Volk is going to get credit for the sack that time. But there's a flag on the play for Upsala-Swan, or well, on the play. We'll see who it's on. And it's going to be a face mask on the defense, Pine River-Backus, with their first penalty here of the ball game. So it's going to be first down at the 35-yard line. First down and 7. Hand it off up to the middle, and nothing going on there. Caden Beastman getting the carry. Chance Abraham with the tackle. Looks like no gain on the play. So it's going to be second down and 6. Ball still at the 35-yard line. Clock's running. 4:50 left to go in the half. Single back formation. Handoff off tackle left side. Now cutting up the middle is Warga. Bouncing off a tackle and going to be, looks like, just short of the 25-yard line. That is good for a first down for Upsala-Swanville. 10-yard run by Wargo, starting to pile up the carries here in the second quarter. So that ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. 2 wide receivers out left in the single back formation. Hand off to Warga up the middle. Now trying to go to the left side. Breaking off a tackle. Now carrying some Tigers with them up the middle as he's out close to the 20-yard line. Maybe to the 21. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to give it a 6-yard run on the play. 2nd and 4 for Warga. Now we got a whistle. And a timeout by Pine River-Backus. 4:09 left to go in the half. 40-8 Upsala-Swanville leads. They have 2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line. When we come back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Off the Pine River-Backus timeout, 40-8, Upsala-Swanville leads. 4:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Noah Caruso here with you. And a reminder, our game being held to broadcast by Plumbing Etc. of Pine River and Trustworthy Components of Pine River. So it's going to be second down and 4, ball on the 20-yard line, 68 yards for Warga on 10 carries. Single back formation. And it's going to be a whistle and a flag on that one as Mager looked like it was going to be a play-action pass, but it's going to be a dead ball, false start on the offense. So it's going to be a second down and 9 as we redo the play. And Upsala-Swanville was able to get on this drive after recovering, well, not quite an onside kick, but a squib kick that was hit hard off a Tiger on the front line, and they were able to recover. This drive started at the 49-yard line. It's now to the 25. Second down and 9. I formation. Mager looking to throw, swing it out to the right side. That is going to be caught, but tackled right away as he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. Hunter Moore with the catch that time. Not much to gain there, as that's going to be a gain of 5 that time for Moore. Looks like it's going to be no gain on the play, it seems, as that was a quick throw out to the right, as it looks like they're going to officially mark it a gain of 1. So Moore with his first catch. Gets a yard, and now we got a whistle, and that's going to be a flag, as they may have gotten Pine River to jump. It's 3rd and 8 on the 24-yard line. And it's going to be a false start again on Upsala-Swanville. So they'll back it up here with 3:30 to go here in the second quarter, 40-8. So 3rd and 13 now for Upsala-Swanville. As that ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line of Pine River-Backus. Mager under center in the I formation, dropping back to pass, 5-step drop, now moving out to his left, throws it, it's caught, and Moore's got an opening down the sideline, 10-5 touchdown, Upsala-Swanville. Pass caught at the 20-yard line, and Moore turning on the Jets as he just found an opening on the sideline, a 29-yard touchdown pass for Mager to Moore. For Upsala-Swanville, up 46-8 now, 3:21 to go here in the half. For Mager, that is his 4th total touchdown, 3 in the air. An impressive debut. Of course, there was question marks at the quarterback position for Upsala-Swanville heading into this game. And, of course, Frankie Mager played varsity last year on the defensive side, but having one heck of a debut throwing the football for the sophomore. I formation for the Patriots in the 2-point conversion. 2 wide receivers out left. Handoff to Warga up the middle. Cuts inside. And it's going to be a touchdown, or a 2-point conversion, excuse me. Warga is good for the 2-point conversion. It is 48-8 with 3:21 left to go here in the first half. And life has been sucked out of this building as the Patriots are bringing the offensive prowess here in this ball game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll continue on with our action back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
And join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Oak Street in Brainerd.
Welcome back. High school football coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Noah Caruso back here with you. Zach Kapinski set to kick. Rule and Chance Abraham back there to return. It's 48-8. Upsala-Swanville leads with 3:21 left to go here in half number one. We'll talk about this Upsala-Swanville offense, how great they've been in just a moment, but here's the kick and a line drive as eyes for out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and it does go out of bounds, and there's the flags. Second time the kick has gone out of bounds for the Patriots. But a lot going right. A 29-yard touchdown pass from Meager to Moore. For Meager making his debut at quarterback. 3 touchdown passes, 1 on the ground. If you look at some of the numbers last year for Upsala-Swanville on the offensive side, I mean, it took them a while to get going. I mean, in the first game they scored 36 points and then a stretch of only 14 and 8 points. And even the games that they were winning late in the stretch, not exactly the scoring offense that they would have expected, but here they have come alive. And Abraham on the QB keeper on the first play. He's got to know a good hole that time as he's tackled at the 44-yard line, maybe the 43. As that's going to be a gain of 9 on the play for Chance Abraham on the QB keeper. It's now 2nd down and 1 for Pine River-Backus, looking to try to get something rolling here before the half ends. And, you know, for the question marks that we expected with Pine River-Backus on the offensive side have reared its ugly head. Pistol formation for the Tigers, and that's going to be a false start. Brady Rule just a little early on the jump. You can see that from up here, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. So make that 2nd down and 6 for Pine River-Backus coming up. Only the second penalty for Pine River-Backus in this ball game. For Nate Fisher, his debut as head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, and, you know, of course, losing a lot of key talent from a season ago where they went 7-3. For Chance Abraham, hasn't really had the chance to really settle in the pocket and throw when they've tried to. The ball's at the 39-yard line. Clock's running, 2:28 left to go in the half. 48-8, Upsala-Swanville leads. And Abraham drops the snap. Rule's able to pick it up, but he's just going to get tackled right there for a loss. As Brady Rule saving disaster again, but looks like it's going to be marked as no gain on the play. So it is going to be an official rush for Rule, but no gain on the play as he's still sitting at -1 rushing yards here in the half. Ball still at the 39-yard line. Tackled that time by Peyton Garrett. He's been active on that defensive end position. Trips out right in the shotgun. Abraham looking to throw. He's going to, deflected at the line, incomplete. Was trying to go down the seam, or down the middle of the field, but just deflected at the line, and this Upsala-Swanville defensive front, undersized, but able to wreak some havoc right now. E.J. Lindowski able to deflect the pass that time. So 4th down and 6, and the Tigers are going to punt. Abraham to punt it. Moore back deep to receive. Good snap and good line drive kick up in the air. Moore's going to receive it at about the 25-yard line. Now going out to the left side. Cutting back in, trying to get a burst of speed. Bouncing off a tackle down the sideline. Past the 40 to the 30 or 45. And he's brought down, pushed out of bounds around there. Good return by Moore. For Upsala-Swanville. 48-8 again our score as we are a minute 35 left to go until halftime. Make sure to tune in for our halftime coverage. We'll run down our first half stats and things that we noticed here. And for Upsala-Swanville, you have to be pleased for Jay Loven. His 20th season with Upsala-Swanville. A couple of state tournament runs in his tenure. Coming up a game short last year where they only mustered up 6 points, losing 7-6. But it seems that the changes on offense haven't really mattered much. And this is a good Pine River-Backus defense that they're doing this against. Here we go in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Warga on the left side. Bouncing out to the sideline as now a couple of Tigers there to meet him near the 50-yard line as he's going to get a gain of 4 on the play. So he's tackled the 49-yard line as Warga piling up the carries as we still have yet to see Netvig. So we got an official timeout on the field, but we'll keep it right here. Now 72 rushing yards on 11 carries for Aiden Warga, the 170-pound, 6-foot senior. So he's been able to get the carries as Netvik went down with an injury earlier on in the corner near the Upsala-Swanville end zone. Has not been back since, but Warga, the senior, with his leadership, and now we got a flag on the play. And we got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against against Upsala-Swanville Patriots. It looks like the referee was having a word with the sideline. A 15-yard penalty. So 2nd and 19 from the 34-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. So the Patriots potentially trying to get a drive going for the half ends. They lead 48-8. So we're now at the 1-minute mark. Low snap. Mager driving back to throw. He's now going to flip it out to Warga on the left side, trying to find a burst down the sideline, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. But he's pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So Warga able to complete that one.
He's pushed out of bounds.
It's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line. They're going to mark it. So he was pushed out of bounds. Gain of 6 on the completion.
That'll bring up 3rd and 14 for the Patriots.
So 3rd and 13. As Warga, that is his first reception here of the ball game. We'll see what the Patriots have here on 3rd down. 3rd and 14 on the 41-yard line of Upsala-Swanville. 48-8, they lead. I formation, 2 wide receivers out right. Mager under center. He's going to hand it off to Warga, who's got a good burst up the middle. Now pass to the 50. He's got the first down and more to the 40, to the 35, and push out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Warga again making big plays happen.
Knocked out of bounds by Owen Dable.
Dable with the tackle as he pushed him out of bounds.
Will be a Patriot first down.
That's going to be a Patriot first down. That's going to be placed right at the 35-yard line. Gain of 18 on the run by Warga. Now up to 90 rushing yards in this ball game. Still no touchdowns for Warga, but does have a 2-point conversion. I formation again for Upsala-Swanville. 2 wide receivers out right. Hand off to Warga again, bouncing off to the left side. He's got the sideline potentially, and he's going to get past the first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. That's going to be good for a first down. It's going to be at the 24. The clock continues to run. Now they're going no huddle. Mager looking to throw, 3-step drop, going to the end zone, and it's caught! Fading away, what a grab!
Pass is complete for Brody Kersher.
Brody Kersher, who's back into the ball game, had to readjust his body, fading away. Couldn't quite see from up here, but he did make the catch for a 24-yard touchdown completion and the 4th touchdown pass for Mager in this ball game. Just the 2nd catch of the ball game for Kersher, but his first touchdown, and it's 54-8 here at halftime. They're going to go for the extra point. Good snap, low snap, and the kick is up, and it is going to be close and just short. Starts off with the point after. That's no good, and with 30.8 to go, we'll just keep it right here. 54-8, Upsala-Swanville leads as we are nearing halftime here in Pine River. And for the Upsala-Swanville Patriots, the depth that they have at running back has been impressive. But you got to talk about Frankie Mager. His offensive line has done a good job at holding the front, and he's had plenty of time, and really on 3 of those touchdown passes that he's had so far have just been fades, and the one-on-one matchups, they've been able to create some separation, and just with their speed and explosiveness. But for the catch that time by Kersher, had to readjust his body as he was kind of falling back, but readjusted to his right. So it was good coverage on that play. We do have some more score updates here in a moment. Aiken up 35-0 at the half over Chisholm, and Pequot Lakes up 35-6 over North Branch at their halftime. We're about to near our halftime here as That kick takes a bounce at the 18-yard line, fielded by Rule, and he's going to get tackled close to the 25. As it's going to be that is Dable with the return, as he's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line, and that's where Pine River-Backus will get things going with 26.6 left to go here in the half. It's not much of close games here in our opening weekend, or our opening week slate. Osakis was able to get the 40-8 win over Pillager earlier today. But now first down and 10 for Pine River-Backus. 26.6 seconds left to go here in the half. Shotgun formation, Chance Abraham. Going to take the snap, handoff up the middle to Rule. He's going to be past the 30 and get tackled right there. So a gain of 5 for Brady Rule. We'll see if they decide to run a play or just take it to the locker room. They're going to go quick. So Rule with the 5-yard run is, see if they're going to spike it here. And it's just going to be a QB keeper for Chance Abraham, trying to get the first down and stop the clock. We do have a whistle. So 5.1 to go. And they are just going to run the clock. And that is going to do it for the first half. Or now a stoppage here, but nope, they're going to let it run. It's Chance Abraham, no gain on the run that time, and that is the end of half number 1. 54-8, Upsala-Swanville on top big in this one. Their offense has been explosive, key playmakers all across the board, and we are going to talk about it at halftime. We are going to take a break. We'll be back with your halftime report. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family.
Halftime here in Pine River. Halftime coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Noah Caruso here with you. It is 54-8, Upsala-Swanville up big at the half. And, you know, it's been the big plays that have propelled Upsala-Swanville to this huge lead. A couple of big turnovers, and it got started on the first drive. Primus with an interception. He brought it inside the 5, and after nearly avoiding a fumble, as their starting running back heading into this game, Netvig was able to rush it in for the touchdown from the 2-yard line. And then from then on, Meager, who has been impressive. Obviously coming into this game, Frankie Meager starting his first game at quarterback, and he has been sensational. He's 8 for 9 in this ball game. He's got 160 yards and 4 touchdowns in this ball game. He has been efficient. Kersher with 2 receptions for 58 yards and a touchdown. And Primus with 65 receiving yards and has 2 of those touchdowns as well, as Meager also has rushed for a touchdown, as well as he has been a part of 5 touchdowns here for Upsala-Swanville in this ball game. And they're up big, 54-8. And for Pine River-Backus, we knew going into this game that, you know, new offense, a different look, but, you know, for the offensive line, they have had a lot to handle against this Upsala-Swanville front 7 that's undersized, but they have been aggressive all game long. The defensive ends are staying home and, you know, wreaking havoc on the inside as a couple of tackles in this ball game. Of course, we talked about Brandon Mugg heading into this game, and he has been effective. Not exactly a lot on the stat sheet, but clogging up holes and making things hard for Brady Rule is looking for the Pine River-Backus offensive stats in the first half. Brady Rule with 5 rushing yards on 7 carries. Chance Abraham has rushed for 37 yards on 8 carries. The lone touchdown for Pine River-Backus was a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Brady Rule. That was back when it was 14-0, and thought that they were really going to get him back into this ball game. For Chance Abraham throwing the football, is you expect his night to potentially be done here, as at the last chance here, it was Andrew Volk who stepped in at quarterback on that last drive for Chance Abraham. Only 1 completion in this ball game, has thrown 2 interceptions, as he is 1 for 5 in this ball game. The lone reception coming from Eldenfeld with a 16-yard reception for the tight end. And it's just for the defense, they've just been put in some bad positions. Of course, a lot of two-way players out there as well. And, you know, now it's just starting to, you know, weather the fatigue and, you know, just weather how they can, you know, battle back in the second half. And, of course, a huge lead for Upsala-Swanville. We're expecting JV guys to get going here in the second half. So that's where my skills have to come in of getting all the players on the roster and memorized. But here we are at this state. And for Upsala-Swanville, for Jay Loven, you have to be so pleased with how this offense has looked. And he reiterated in the pregame interview that he was confident that this young team could run the offense effectively. It's the same offense they run at the JV, the junior high, the Pee Wee level, and you build it up to this point, you get the results like this. 54-8, the halftime score. Upsala-Swanville big over Pine River-Backus. And we do have some, just a brief recap. We're at about a halftime for all of our other games here, and A lot of blowouts here in the week one. 43-8 Osakis on top of Pillager. That is final. Aiken up 35-0 at halftime over Chisholm. And Pequot Lakes up 35-6 over North Branch. And, of course, make sure to tune in tomorrow to the final whistle on 3 WIAM 1270 FM 96.3. We will have all the coaches' recaps, game recaps, as we do have more games coming your way tomorrow as we look set for another fun weekend here for football. And I do feel obliged to give the Gophers score if you're listening, just tuning in from Cash 95.9 and KKI and AM 930 FM 103.1. Gophers up in absolute barn burner at Huntington Bank. 3-0 over Nebraska at halftime there. But we are going to take a break as we are a few minutes away from kicking off this second half. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff for you and get you ready for Upsala-Swanville and Pine River-Backus here in half number 2. 54-8, Patriots lead. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Welcome back. High school football coverage here on Skeeter 101.5, simulcasting on yourliveevent.com. Noah Caruso here with you as they are warming up to get the second half going here. And we just got word from our referees here today that it is going to be running clock for the rest of the way for both quarters. As Upsala-Swanville up 54-8 here at halftime as Again, we'll run through our final stat line numbers here. In half number one is, we expect to see a much different look from both teams here in the second half. And for Upsala-Swanville, their leading rusher for the ball game here thus far. And, initially starting Carter Nadvig, but he did go down with an injury. We have not seen him back since, so keeping an eye on that. But Aiden Warga, the senior, has been carrying the load well. He's got 90 rushing yards on 12 carries. And before Carter Nadvig went down, he had had 2 touchdowns running the football, 66 yards on 6 carries. And passing the ball, Frankie Mager with quite the debut thus far. 8 for 9 throwing the football, 160 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 1 of them on the ground. Receiving numbers here for Upsala-Swanville. Kirscher with 2 receptions for 58 yards and a touchdown. And also looking at Jack Primus. He has an interception in this ball game, but also has 3 receptions for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. 30 receiving yards for Moore with a touchdown as well. Warga also caught a ball for 6 yards. As we're just going to keep it right here as we're going to get this second half underway for you here. In the second half, we'll see what players come out here in the second half as, again, running clock the rest of the way. This is the stage for Nate Fisher as, this is his debut as the head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, where you just kind of have to throw some guys out there and trying to get that depth going. And sometimes when you lose a lot of key seniors, and of course, losing guys last year like Irvin Tulinchik and Corbin Knapp, those losses can be a bit of an adjustment. But this is a very good Upsala-Swanville team. Again, this is a team last year that made it to the section championship a season ago. Didn't exactly have the offensive numbers last year in terms of, where they wanted to be, and it's what really got them for the struggle early on in the season, but caught wind in the second half. For Pine River-Backus, went 7-3 a season ago, and we'll see what they can do in the second half here, but it seems that for Upsala-Swanville here, looking for a big week 1 victory, and a lot of blowouts here in our first set of games here on R&J. Make sure you can check out our broadcast schedule for the rest of the season at rjbroadcasting.com, as we will have games for you tomorrow as well. So we're going to have Greenway Nashwauk-Keewatin taking on Mille Lacs. Mille Lacs under new head coach Austin Hackett. Crosby Ironton in action at home as they take on Deer River. Should be a fun matchup there. But here we go with the second half kickoff as we get set to go. Second half underway. There's the whistle. And here we go. Second half. As Upsala-Swanville is going to receive the football. As they deferred to the second half, that's going to be taken at the 30. Good burst now at the 10-yard return as he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Return by Warga.
Warga with the return that time. So they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And again, running clock here the rest of the way. It is 54-8. Upsala-Swanville leads in this one. And we'll see if they make some adjustments to their lineup here, as Upsala-Swanville will get the ball first here to start the second half, and very efficient offense. Looks like starters are still back out there for the Patriots, but now a whistle and a flag right out of the gate.
There's a flag on the play.
Now we await the call from the referee. First play of scrimmage as
referee calls
12 men on the field for Pine River-Backus.
5-yard penalty, first and
So the
5
mistakes
to the
continue for
45.
Pine River-Backus now, as that's going to be first down and 5 as that's pushed out to the 45-yard line. That's where Upsala-Swanville will reset. I formation for the Patriots. Mager going to hand it off to Warga. That's going to be a good burst. That's going to be a first down on the left side, past the 50, close to the 45. This is going to be tackled at the 44. Andrew Volk with the tackle that time. That's going to be a gain of 10 on the run there for Warga. Now to 100 rushing yards in the ball game on 13 carries. Ball now at the 46-yard line. They're going to mark it. They keep the starters out there for both sides. Meager's going to line up under center. I formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right. Meager, hand off to Warga again, up the middle, trying to bounce out to the right, and stopped in his tracks at the 40-yard line, and that is where he's going to be stopped. That's going to be a gain of 6 on the play for Upsala-Swanville. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 10 to go here in quarter number 3. Warga now up to 106 rushing yards here in the ball game. Again, 54-8. Patriots lead. They got 2nd and 4 on the 40-yard line. Meager lining up under center in the I formation. 2 wide receivers out to the left. 5-man front. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to their fullback, Caden Beastman, as he's going to get a 1st down. As he's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. Going to be when they needed a 4 on the play, and they got 5. So a 5-yard run for Beastman. Only his 3rd carry in the ball game. So it's 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in in the 3rd quarter. High formation again, under center. Meager drops the snap and trying to just take it himself, but he's met right there at the line of scrimmage. A little bit of bobble that time on the snap. Now we're starting to see substitutions trickle in here. Isaac Kopinski now in a quarterback for Upsala-Swanville. And Kopinski's going to run things here, the sophomore. 2 wide receivers out to the right. I formation again. Kopinski's going to hand it off up the middle. Good burst as he's going to get to the 30, past the 30 now to the 31, maybe the 32. That's going to be Carson Provis with the carry that time. It's going to be now 3rd down and 5. The 5-yard gain. Now here for the Patriots. 7:54 to go here in quarter number 3. Kopinski under center. 2 wide receivers out to the left. I formation again. Handoff up the middle to the fullback and breaking a tackle. He's going to get dragged. Defenders to the 25-yard line to the 24. Now it's going to be good for a 1st down. So 1st down and 10 at the 24-yard line now for Upsala-Swanville, as both JV players out there for both squads. We're starting to see those substitutions come through for the Patriots. We do have a score update coming your way after this play. Kopinski under center, I formation. They're going to hand it off again. Short gain that time off the left side, off the outside of the guard. That's going to be Cal Lenners for Rushman, getting 2 yards on the carry. So 2nd and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line. 6:38 to go here in in the 3rd quarter. This is a Upsala-Swanville squad that, early on they were able to get some big plays early. They were efficient, but now just trying to milk out some clock here. 6:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 54-8. Upsala-Swanville on top. Ball on the 22-yard line, 2nd and 8. Kopinski under center. Lone running back behind him. Motion to the right is the fullback. Now pitch out to the right side. Now pass to the 20, to the 15, inside the 10-yard line. Tackle close to the 5-yard line. That's Carson Pravis with another carry. Carson Pravis, the freshman, 140 pounds. It's going to be 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line as Primus with another good carry that time. 5:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So it's going to be 1st down and goal. They're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. Here come the Patriots. I formation, 2 wide receivers out left in the formation. Kapinski under center. Primus behind him. And he's going to hand it off to Primus. He's going to bounce off tackle on the left side, cutting back in to the middle, and he is tackled just short of the end zone. So it's going to be second down and goal, and Sean Reyes with the tackle. Ball spot at the 1-yard line for Upsala-Swanville. So second and goal from the 1-yard line. Now at the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. And that score update, Aiken up 41-0 after 3 quarters of play. We appreciate you tuning in on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Simulcasting. First football game of the season. I formation again. Pinsky under center. 2 wide receivers out to the left. Handoff up the middle. This is Primus, and he is in for the touchdown. Carson Primus, 1-yard touchdown run. 60-8 now our score. And a 1-yard gain. That's all he needed for Carson Primus. He's got his first touchdown of the ball game. And they're going to line up for the extra point again here.
We're trying to point after.
0 for 1 on PAT so far in this one. Moore is going to be the holder. And how high snap is Moore's going to have to corral that one. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught. 2-point conversion's good.
Moore picks it up.
Caden Beastman with a great awareness to run around off the high snap and caught it on the right side for the touchdown, or for the 2-point conversion, excuse me. Now 62-8, a little unconventional, but it will work. With 3:50 to go here in quarter number 3 with the running clock, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Another touchdown drive for Upsala-Swanville. This time it was number 4, Carson Primus, with the 1-yard touchdown run. And the 2-point conversion, a little unconventional, high snap on the PAT, but more with the awareness to sling it out to the right side as Caden Beastman was running the out route that time, as was able to make the catch for the 2-point conversion. 62-8 our score. And again, running clock the rest of the way. So now we are at 2:37 and counting here in quarter number 3. And it's going to be the Patriots who are going to kick off, as Owen Dable, one of the players back there to receive for Pine River-Backus. We got another score update. Pequot Lakes up 42-14 after 3 quarters of play against North Branch on KOKS Talk 100.1. This quarter number 3 will close to coming to an end here. Pitsky's going to be the one to kick it off, and here we go. And a high but short kick, dropping at the 35-yard line. Fielded and breaking a tackle that time as he's got a burst to the 40. Oh, and he could be gone down this right sideline. 50, 40, 45, 30. He is gone. Another kick return touchdown for Pine River-Backus. Brody Mongan this time taking it to the house. 65-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. Brody Mongan. As he's going to take that to the house, and their first touchdown from earlier was Brady Rule with a 95-yard house call. And Pine River-Backus still hustling out there, gets the touchdown with 1:20 to go and counting here in the third quarter. 62-14 now our score. As now it's going to be Pine River-Backus. Looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here.
Tiger set for the 2-point conversion.
Andrew Volk now taking over at quarterback for Pine River-Backus. He's going to get things going here on the 2-point conversion. Pistol formation this time. He's going to take it himself, trying to find a room up the middle, a pile of bodies, and did not get it, just short of the goal line. So Volk not able to get the 2-point conversion, but another explosive kickoff return for a touchdown for Pine River-Backus. 62-14 our score, and we'll just keep it right here because of the clock winding down. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And it looks like that might be the final play of quarter number 3. 62-14 as, again, running clock here for the final 2 quarters. 65-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Brody Mongan adding points to the board for Pine River-Backus. As we transition to quarter number 4, 62-14. Both teams scoring touchdowns in this quarter. And we will be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen. Third quarter is not quite over yet as they're going to kick it off first and then get to the end of the third quarter. And this is going to be returned for Upsala-Swanville as he's wrapped up at the 30-yard line. Returning at that time was number 20, Cal Lenners. But now that's the end of the third quarter, but we'll just keep it right here with you. Noah Caruso, broadcasting live in Pine River. Special thanks to Plumbing Etc. of Pine River and Trustworthy Components for helping us with the broadcast here today. As they'll go to the other side of the field. 62-14, Upsala-Swanville. Up big in this one as we are now in quarter number 4 here in our opening football broadcast of the season. We're starting to see JV guys get in there now. Upsala-Swanville scoring a touchdown in the third quarter. Carson Primus with a touchdown run, 1-yard run for him. And the lone touchdown for Pine River-Backus. Another kickoff return for a touchdown. It was a high but short kick. Took a bounce at the 45-yard line. It was fielded by Brody Mongan, who took it 65 yards to the crib. It was the only 2 touchdowns for Pine River-Backus here in this one. And for those that may be watching or listening, score update from Minnesota. Nebraska on top 7-3 with 12:24 left to go in the third quarter. Low scoring affair. Talked about it on the final whistle today as me and Emmett, we expected that game to be low scoring, and, well, that's been the case. But here we go with Upsala-Swanville getting the ball back. It's going to be spotted at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 on the Patriots side of the field. On the left hash, Kapinski under center, I formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right. 5-man front for Pine River-Backus defensively. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and met right there. No gain on the play as tackle was made by Cole Oberfeld that time.
He's tackled by number 71, Cole Oberfeld.
Cole Oberfeld still hustling out there as he makes the tackle for loss of 1 on the play. Carson Primus getting the carry again that time. Had a touchdown in the third quarter. So again, the clock continues to run here in quarter number 4. 62-14. Upsala-Swanville leads. Breaking the huddle are the Patriots as the ball is going to be spotted at the 29-yard line after the 1-yard loss. Kapinski under center, 1 running back behind him. It's Primus. Wide receiver in motion out to the right, and it's going there. We're going to hand it off, and it was dropped, but flags all over the place. And it's going to be a false start on Upsala-Swanville. So back them up 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 coming up, as that ball is going to be placed at the 24-yard line for Upsala-Swanville. And the Patriots have been a bit of penalty issues here in this ball game, but they, including a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from the Upsala-Swanville sideline, but it has not affected them as they're up big in this one. 10:30 to go here in the ball game. Kapinski breaking the huddle as the Patriots line up. Ball on the 24-yard line of Upsala-Swanville, 2nd and 16. Kapinski, high formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right. It's going to be a pitch out to Primus to the right side. He's got a good burst and an opening, getting past the line of scrimmage as he's to the 45-yard line, and that's where he's going to get tackled.
He's tackled by Scott Scoville.
Scott Scoville with the tackle that time as that brings him out to the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it officially at the 34.
4-yard gain on the play.
35, there we go. It's 3rd down and 5 coming up for Upsala-Swanville. With 9:40 to go here in the ball game. Make sure to tune in for post-game coverage. We'll have our award winners, including our star of the game, brought to you by Pine River Family Market. We'll give them a shout-out here in moments. 3rd and 5, ball on the 35-yard line. Kapinski under center. Primus behind him. Wide receiver in motion. It's going to be that motion handoff. And cutting back inside, past the 35, close to the 40, and now tackled at the 39-yard line. Going to be just short of a 1st down. Asher Johnson with the carry that time for Upsala-Swanville. His first carry of the ball game. It's going to be 4th and a short one at the 39-yard line for the Patriots. Still loving the hustle out there by all these guys, and this is your chance to shine for some of these guys. And, of course, a long season, injuries can happen. Want to see what you have at your depth pieces. And for the Patriots, they are confident with the depth that they have despite not being, very experienced. Kapinski under center. And it is going to be a fullback handoff and just needing 1 yard. And he's able to get it, and he's going to get a little bit more as he's to the 45-yard line. Another tackle broken as he's going to get tackled at the 47-yard line. Jonah Ehrman, the freshman, with the carry that time at the fullback position. 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 8:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. 62-14. Upsala-Swanville leads over Pine River-Backus. Got a good shot of was that a blood moon, full moon, something like that. But it's looking pretty here on the night skies here in our Thursday night lights. I was informed. Yes, that is the blue. That is the blue moon that has been going all over the news. 1st down and 10 from the 46-yard line. They're going to hand it off this time on the right side, bouncing off tackle, past the 50, and now a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by the Tigers. Oh, and that's going to be a touchdown. House call for Pine River-Backus. Touchdown, Tigers. That's going to be a scoop and score for Scoot Scoville. And the Tigers are there saying that he was out of bounds. So Scoot Scoville with the fumble recovery. Not quite going to get the touchdown, but the Tigers will take over with 7:15 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. Jonah Ehrman again with the carry, just losing a handle on it after he broke a tackle. So the Tigers looking to get an offensive drive going. No offensive touchdowns here in this ball game so far for Pine River-Backus. Looking to end this game on a high note. So Volk in the pistol formation. Going to take the snap, and it's going to be an inside handoff. Good burst up the middle as he's going to get to the 30-yard line. Stopped just a bit short, maybe at the 31. Got Scoville who recovered the fumble. He's going to get 5 yards on the carry, so that is going to be spotted at the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 5 coming up for Pine River-Backus. Scoot Scoville making a name for himself here in the 2nd half. Covered the fumble, getting a 5-yard carry as they will reset again. Shotgun formation for Volk. Scoville to his right. Now they're going to swing it out to him and through his hands, incomplete.
Andrew Volk's pass was intended for Owen Dable.
That was Owen Dable. The intended receiver that time on the screenplay, but incomplete as that was through his hands. But again, the pressure continuing here for Upsala-Swanville as they're bringing the heat still with these depth players. Still a good crowd on hand here for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Still hearing support from the crowd. So it's 3rd down and 5, ball at the 30-yard line for the Tigers. Pistol formation again. And it's going to be dropped on the snap. Volk, and he's going to get met up right there.
Andrew Volk recovered.
Andrew Volk dropped the snap, but trying to at least didn't allow the turnover to happen.
4th and 10 for the Tigers from the 35
As he was tackled that time by number 58, Jack Sauda, the 6-foot sophomore. The loss of 5 on the play, so it's 4th down and 10, and the Tigers are going to go for it. With 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Shotgun formation, and that's going to be Volk, and he's met right away in a fumble. And that's recovered by Upsala-Swanville, going down to the 40, tackled at the 38-yard line.
Andrew Volk was sacked by Daniel Kokett. Patriots pick up the fumble.
As the fumble caused on the end there, as one of the defensive ends just came in untouched, as that's been the story all game for Pine River-Backus on that offensive line. Didn't quite see who that was here, as Jackson Skillings, it looks like here, that coming back into the ball game for Upsala-Swanville, but strip sack to Volk, and now Upsala-Swanville is going to set up at the 38-yard line of Pine River-Backus. 1st down and 10, 4:09 to go here in the ball game. Kapinski back under center, I formation, 2 wide receivers out to the right, and a whistle, and we've got a flag. Most likely a false start on the dead ball. Going to back things up here for the Patriots. And it's going to be offsides on Pine River-Backus. So they're going to move up 5 yards. So 1st down and 5 at the 33-yard line for Upsala-Swanville with 3:37 to go here in the ball game. Kapinski making the call out to the huddle as they will rush up to the line and potentially looking for another touchdown drive. I formation for Upsala. And it's going to be a pitch out this time, as nothing much going on there. Cal Lenners, the ball carrier that time, is able to get 1 yard on the play, so 2nd down and 4 on the 34-yard line. So he was trying to find some room off the off tackle. They've been effective with that all game, but something we didn't really, at least I didn't expect when doing the pregame prep, was trying to find these holes up the middle, but the running back vision that these guys have has been impressive to watch. So 2nd down and 4 coming up, ball on the 33-yard line. 5-man front again for Pine River-Backus. Middle linebacker showing blitz. Kapinski under center. Quick handoff up the middle. Now pitch out this time. And he's got a wide open lane down to the 10, 5, and to the touchdown on the pitch out on the right side. Touchdown to Carson Primus. 33-yard touchdown run for Primus. It's now 68-14. Upsala-Swanville. Carson Primus with his 2nd touchdown, and good fake out play. They fake the handoff to the fullback. Now the pitch out, and Carson Primus had nothing but an open lane. Both the Primus brothers showing out here tonight in Pine River. Now with 2 minutes and counting to go. Now the point after coming up, as that is going to be Brenna Graves lining up for the PAT. Good snap. Kick is up, and it is good. Brenna Graves with the PAT. And now the score is 69-14 with 1:30 to go here in the ball game. Patriots adding another touchdown drive. Capped off with a 33-yard touchdown by Carson Primus, and Brenna Graves with the PAT. It looks like that's going to wind things down, as they'll probably make one stoppage for the kickoff. There's no final updates from our other games. We expect those coming in soon, as this one's about to wrap up. You're now under a minute here, as Upsala-Swanville came with a game plan, and they came ready. They're going to move to 1-0 here in week 1, while Pine River-Backus, they had a lot of questions entering this game, and probably still some questions to answer that have not been answered. Of course, offensive line play was a factor going into this ball game, and losing Corbin Knabb, one of the better offensive linemen that have been produced from this school. Of course, graduating a season ago. A lot of young players, or should say inexperienced players, coming in for Pine River-Backus on that side of the football. didn't really give guys like Brady Rule or Chance Abraham any chance to make something happen on the offensive side. But Upsala-Swanville wanted to improve on the offense. And they got some big plays all over the place. For a team that made the section championship game a season ago, only scoring 6 points. And now they're stop the clock here as that kick is just going to go, and looks like they are going to stop it with 3.2 to go, but that is going to be received at the 20-yard line, and good burst up the middle as he's tackled at the 35-yard line. Scoville with the 15-yard return, and with 1.1 to go, just one more play, we'll put this one in the history books. Upsala-Swanville. Boy, they might have their answer at quarterback. Frankie Mager with an impressive debut here for Upsala-Swanville. The last time these two teams met was back in 2013. It was a win for Upsala-Swanville. And now here in 2023, they're going to get the win here over Pine River-Backus tonight. But one last play here before we call it a night. Ball on the 33-yard line of Pine River-Backus. First down and 10 with 1.1 to go. We'll see what the Tigers have drawn up here on the final play. Trips out left. Volk in the shotgun. And it's going to be a screen play this time as trying to make something happen on the last play as he's able to take it to the 40-yard line. Owen Dable with the reception. And that is going to do it. Upsala-Swanville comes into Pine River and dominates from the get-go as they defeat Pine River-Backus 69-14, our final here tonight. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the full final stat recap as well as try and get our award winners in here for this one. Final score is 69-14. Upsala-Swanville gets the win over Pine River-Backus. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year,
Post-game coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Upsala-Swanville getting the 69-14 win over Pine River-Backus to start the year. And it was the big plays early on. Of course, for Upsala-Swanville, coming into this game, Frankie Mager making his first start at quarterback, and he was sensational, as he only ended up having one incompletion in this one, as he finished 8 for 9 with 4 touchdown passes with 160 passing yards. Did throw an interception in this ball game, but a standout performance as he also had a rushing touchdown in this one. And for Carter Nadvig, he did go down with an injury, but did have 66 yards on 6 carries. But then when looking at the backups here, or at least the rotation that they had, Aiden Warga stepped in, and he had a great game as well. 106 yards on 14 carries. Converted a 2-point conversion in this one. Receiving-wise, it was Brady Kershaw with 58 receiving yards and a touchdown on 2 receptions. Also with a great game, Jack Primus. He had an interception, 3 receptions for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns on top of that as well. And looking at what else we got here for our stat lines here. It was number 24, Hunter Moore, also receiving a touchdown as well, as he had 1 reception for 29 yards and the touchdown. Final stat lines for Pine River-Backus. Brady Rule with 5 rushing yards on 7 carries. Chance Abraham with 37 yards on 8 carries. Chance Abraham, not his night throwing the football, but just was pressured a lot all game as he threw 2 interceptions, only 1 completion for 16 yards. He finishes 1 for 5 in throwing the football. The lone Tiger to get a catch in this ball game was Nevada Ellenfelt, as he got the reception for 16 yards. The 2 touchdowns for Pine River-Backus was a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Brady Rule and a 65-yard return here in the second half. That is going to Scoville, who had the reception or the kickoff return for the touchdown. For Pine River-Backus, coming into this game, there was a lot of question marks in terms of what they wanted to do offensively, and they still stuck to that power run. And for Chance Abraham, it looks like they were throwing the ball a little bit more, but the offensive line was just, tough work for them. But this is a very good front 7 for the Upsala-Swanville Patriots. You saw that in this ball game, and they flexed their muscle. But we are going to take a break as we ran through our stat lines. We're going to hopefully try and talk to our award winners here, or at least announce them here live. You're listening to High School Football on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
We're on a path to a lower carbon future.
Current and future employees and customers, they appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating, LLC. Online at SchruppExcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
We continue on with post-game coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. We are joined by Nate Fisher, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, here for post-game. And, Coach, I know it's first game and, not what you wanted to see, but just talk about, the effort from your team really the whole way through, because they did hustle all game.
Yeah, I thought, the big thing for us at the end of the game, we really saw some of the fight left in our young kids. That kickoff return for a touchdown in the second half was pretty cool. Brody Monga makes a nice move on the guy. Great effort to get in the end zone. So that was good to see. I thought our our offensive effort, we only got a handful of plays in the second half, but I thought the effort was pretty good. We did end up moving the ball. Dropped a snap here or there that kind of set us back, but I think, overall our young guys got in the game. They got to play some snaps. I think that was important tonight.
And going back on, what you wanted to execute offensively, I mean, they had a great front seven. They were able to get that rush all game long. But just talk about some of the big improvements you want to see from the offensive line to really just get this offense moving.
Yeah, I think that was one area where we, definitely need some improvement. Our offensive line didn't play up to standard tonight, and we're down a couple kids right now. But at the end of the day, we still got to execute with the kids that are out there. And so obviously something we'll go back and will be a point of emphasis this week on the practice field is offensive line play, making sure we're getting our down blocks, make sure we're picking up blitzes. Probably the biggest area where we need to improve upon.
Moving forward, talking about on the defensive side, because I mean, early on they, with physical, were able to get a turnover in that ball game, and we're able to almost get that stop in the early on in the ball game after the interception. But just talk about the defense and some of the good things that you can build upon with the starters. I mean, they were put in some tough positions here tonight.
Yeah, as the offense coach, we didn't do our defense any favors, and that's unfortunate. I thought the guys early on in the game really came off the ball. I think we used our speed, and at the end of the day, we just got tired. Those interior D linemen got tired, and we don't have a ton of subs right now. But then, they took advantage of us on the perimeter. They started going outside, and that's where we're weak right now. Outside linebacker and corner are kind of our two weak points. And so give credit to the USA coaches. They figured that out real quick, and they exploited it for a good 2 quarters.
Coach, and just talk about what this next week of practice is going to mean for you guys and just the message that you want to deliver to them, even though getting a tough loss here at home. But just talk about the message you want to give them before you guys play next week.
It's week 1. I think that'll be the resounding message is it's week 1. It's early. We got a long way to go. It's a long season, and we can't let just one loss define who we are. And that'll be the message when I go inside here and talk to the team. It'll be the message when we show up for practice on Tuesday. It's 1 week. We got to pick our heads up. We got to show up next Friday up in New York Mills because that's another good football team. So we didn't get any favors with the early schedule, but football's all about responding to adversity, and we're gonna have to respond to some adversity here this week.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to broadcasting next week, and as always, appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Thanks, all.
Nate Fisher, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, joining us for post-game coverage. Back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
First National Bank has
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you...
Wrapping up post-game coverage here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. Well, it's time for our award winners. We weren't able to get players. Everyone was ready to get back to the locker room, but we do have our award winners here. Our big deal of the game brought to you by Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare, Pete's Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, Matson Lumber Company in Nisswa, Dodlinger Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, and Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd. That is going to go to the guy who, came in today, made his first start, and he looked good in action. That, of course, is going to go to starting quarterback Frankie Mager, the sophomore quarterback, going to get our big deal of the game. As again, he finished with 160 passing yards, went 8 of 9 passing, 1 interception, and 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing. And, of course, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. And he got the game started with a big interception that set up the first touchdown and set the tempo the rest of the way. That is going to go to a wide receiver and cornerback of this Upsala-Swanville squad. That is going to be Jack Primus. Is going to be our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. He had an interception, but receiving the football, he finished with 3 catches for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns in this one. And then we have our Pine River Family Market star of the game, brought to you by Pine River Family Market. Pine River Family Market is where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just 2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery, PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. And looking at what we got here, I'm going to give it to Scott Scoville. Had a fumble recovery in this ball game, as well as a return to a 65-yard touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown in this second half. And he hustled the whole way through, got a couple of good carries, saw a couple of good reads and some holes. And, to keep hustling in that second half and to get a couple of big plays in this ball game, he is going to get our Pine River Family Market star of the game. Looking at what's next for both of these squads, for Upsala-Swanville, who now open up their season at 1-0. They are on the road, they are back at home next week for their home opener as they take on Long Prairie Gray Eagle. And then for Pine River-Backus, who fall to 0-1 here in week 1, they are on the road next week against New York Mills. Some other final score updates from around, or at least some score updates from around homegrown local radio. Aiken getting the win over Chisholm 41-7. Pequot Lakes just going final 42-28 over North Branch. And earlier today, Osakis got a 43-8 victory over the Pillager Huskies. Looking at what we have coming up for tomorrow. Got a couple of football games on our broadcast schedule. Crosby Ironton opens up their season at home as they take on Deer River. Action can be heard with a 6:30 pregame on Skeeter 101.5. And Mille Lacs on the road against Greenway Nashua Keewatin, 6:30 pregame on KKIN FM Real Country 94.3. And before we let you go, we'll check in on the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as right now it is 7-3 Nebraska leads as the fourth quarter is just getting going. And that's going to wrap things up here for us. Special thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us make this broadcast happen. And, of course, thank our sponsors. With your patronage, shop local, support the community, and support the team in that community. For myself, Noah Caruso, and everyone here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com, we say thank you and good night from Pine River.